everybody. Thank you for joining us. Today we have an incredible guest, Jim Kelly, CEO with Turnberry Solutions for our CEO Insight series produced by the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce. So I'm so glad you're here with us today. So thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Appreciate it. You are based in Minneapolis, right? Area?
I am.
Okay, excellent. So thank you for coming down to Des Moines, the Des Moines area. Appreciate it.
It's great to be here.
So tell us about Turnberry Solutions. You're the founder and CEO, a 15-year-old company, and congrats on your success. Wow. So tell us about Turnberry Solutions.
Sure. Well, we are a business and IT consulting firm.
Okay.
So we help mid and large businesses, so primarily around the Fortune 500,
Okay.
implement change, both on the business side of their business and the technology side. So that can be building custom software, implementing software packages, implementing business process change,
Okay.
implementing packages like Salesforce, and we do that across the U.S. So we have 10 offices, about 1,500 employees,
Gee.
and yeah, so that's us. We are in the thick of complex project and program delivery.
Well, and there's a lot of change in companies, especially this year. This seems to be the year of change, right? 2025. Are you seeing companies doing things differently with all the change going on, I guess, in the world? And
Yeah, I think companies are being very careful about their investments,
Yeah.
Given the economic uncertainty, and they're looking for ways to be more efficient.
Yes.
So AI is front and center with all of our services. AI is being applied to every single part of our business and every single part of our client's business, primarily to drive for two main reasons: drive efficiency, so get more done with less,
Yep.
which is more of a cost reduction technique, and then also to drive revenue. You can use AI to do advanced analytics to find new sources of revenue within your existing product base.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. Can you tell us a little bit more of some examples of that? That sounds really productive. I love that.
Well, AI is unlike historic IT project and program management, where there may be very, very large projects that are monolithic and they take years to implement. AI is the opposite of that. It is small and nimble projects that take as little as 2 weeks to implement a piece of AI technology onto a business process or into a technology to be able to drive efficiency. So we've helped clients with everything from reducing cycle times in a call center, so you can respond to customers' requests for help sooner,
Yeah.
and therefore you both improve your customer satisfaction and you reduce your cost.
Yeah.
To doing advanced analytics, so that you can look at your data. Big data is a thing.
Yeah.
Our clients have an immense amount of data that IoT, the Internet of Things, has created.
Yes.
And the ability to dive into that data and make heads or tails of it, AI is having a massive impact on the ability to more quickly make good decisions about your business.
Okay, got you. Well, you sound like a key problem solver, so thank you for that. That's huge. So a company, Fortune 500, would hire you to build efficiencies, sell more product, find new ways, maybe even new market streams, looking at the data that they have and finding new ways to, I love it. Amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gosh, I wish we were a Fortune 500 company. We could use your services. So sounds amazing. Talk about, you have an organization or group within Turnberry Solutions called Crew. What is that?
Yeah, so Turnberry is really founded on kind of 3 core principles. We want to help our clients solve problems, and we want to help our employees grow their careers, and we want to leave our communities a better place,
Love that.
hopefully when we're done. So we kind of ground everything we do in those 3. Obviously, we're in business for our clients, but on the employee side, we have a college hire program. There is a shortage of IT and business resources in corporate America that will only get worse as baby boomers continue to retire. So 15 years ago, we started a program hiring young professionals. I'll try not to call them kids. Hire young professionals out of college and train them to be consultants. And really what we've done is built a program that helps retrain their Gen Z brain to understand how to succeed in corporate America. Because the hypothesis is that the way we've raised them as parents, I'm a parent of two 20-somethings, the way we raised them and the way that the education system educated them, they're not quite ready, and they don't understand what success looks like in the first couple of years of a corporate career.
Wow.
So we built a boot camp that we put them through that reprograms their brain to be ready to dive into corporate America and make their bosses happy, be very successful quickly.
Yeah.
So we hire about 300 a year right now
Okay.
into the organization, put them through a boot camp, and they go out, do good work for our clients, and then after a year, the client can convert them to permanent employment if they want.
Got you.
Um,
Okay.
so it's been a very rewarding program for me to help people launch their career in the right way, and our clients get to cherry pick, these high performers that are perfect fits for their culture after a year of consulting. So it's been a win-win-win.
That's amazing. And you're helping them with the skills they need, and they'll build legacy wealth for their families because they'll know how to work in corporate America
Yeah.
and build wealth. So that's amazing. So how can somebody be involved in Crew? What does that look like if I'm a young professional?
Well, we are on campus at
Okay.
Iowa State,
Okay.
some of the private colleges,
Yeah.
all of the colleges in Minnesota. But you can connect online at turnberrysolutions.com
Okay.
and click on the Crew logo and hit apply.
Apply.
And it's as
and
simple
just-
as that.
Okay.
But
Cool.
we are very present here in Des Moines, obviously.
Yeah.
Des Moines is a top 5 office for us. And
Nice.
so, yeah.
I love that. So you're here often,
Yes.
probably. And you're from Ankeny, it sounds like.
I am from Ankeny.
Okay.
I went
Go
to Iowa
Ankeny.
State.
Yay. Okay. Well, go
Cyclone.
Clones. Yay. Go Clones.
Yeah.
Love it. So, this is amazing. You started a very successful company of 1,500 plus employees, and you're privately held, right?
We are.
So I can't buy stock. Okay.
No.
Darn it. Okay. Sounds like you're doing great. I'd love to. So how did you started this business? What made you start the business? What was kind of the impetus for that?
I think,
Really cool.
like a lot of entrepreneurial stories, I saw a gap
Yeah.
in the marketplace. I saw a need, and I was hearing that need from my clients at the time. They were asking to be able to buy consulting services in a slightly different way. And when I looked around, I didn't see any companies offering that type of flexibility, and so
Interesting.
made the leap and said, I think there's a gap here. That there's a space in the market for a firm that operates differently
Yeah.
on those 3 core axes. And we operate with a ton of transparency and try to provide an amazing value proposition for our clients. So it really was a gap in the market. Yeah.
I love it. That's incredible. I learned this morning that Shopify got started because it was some dudes that wanted to sell their snowboards online, and there was no platform, so they created themselves. So it's same Cinderella story, just the gap in the market is pretty cool.
Shopify is a strategic partner of ours.
No way.
We didn't talk about this beforehand.
I
but,
love it. Let's talk.
We have an e-commerce brand company that we bought out in San Francisco called New Elevation. And so Shopify is a strategic partner of ours. And Shopify started with mom and pop shops. They were helping very small companies go online and sell their product. And they are now very quickly migrating to be a preferred partner for the Fortune 500 and moving upstream. So because we work in primarily the Fortune 500, some of our clients are starting to say, I need help implementing Shopify. So we've had about a 3-year relationship with them, helping implement Shopify at our clients.
At the clients.
Yeah.
Okay. What other strategic partnerships do you have that maybe I didn't ask?
No, very successful partnership with Salesforce. So we are a summit level partner of Salesforce, helping large enterprises implement Salesforce.
Amazing.
And we're an SAP partner, we're a Microsoft partner, we're an AWS partner, and we're an NVIDIA partner.
Oh, yay. Ooh, NVIDIA. Love them. Amazing. Their CEO is fascinating.
The kind of the epicenter of compute horsepower for AI.
Yeah. Incredible. So you're in the center of AI space. So any advice for companies that want to integrate AI in their company? That's a big, broad question because AI spans so many things, but AI is all the rage, is all the buzz. Any thoughts around that since you're an expert in that industry or
I think
segment?
The key, it's changing so fast that if you take 6 months to plan something, by the time you get around to implementing, it's the market and the technology has changed.
That's
so
crazy.
Microservices in AI is the key.
Microservices.
Do small projects, small pilots, small initiatives that incrementally add value to your business. And I think a year or two from now, we'll be talking about longer term AI strategies.
Okay.
What we see our clients doing now is just getting stuff done, getting small incremental initiatives done to learn how to best apply it to your business.
Where do you see AI going in the future? I know we're trying to use,
Hmm.
well, robotics. We're trying to use robotics to make Nike shoes, but I guess that failed according to the Wall Street Journal this morning. But where do you see AI going in the future?
I think everybody. The concern is AI going to take everybody's jobs?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I do not think that's where we're going to end up.
yeah.
AI is going to make everybody more efficient, and it will enable people to do higher level jobs. The human
Mm,
brain is still the most powerful compute engine in the world, and if you can leverage your humans for more high end work, more working on the business, not in the business,
mm,
AI is going to enable corporate America to elevate its workforce.
yeah.
And the responsibility along with that is you have to train your workforce to
Hmm.
be able to um, leverage AI appropriately and upskill
Yeah.
to do higher end work. So we have an AI change management training program
Okay.
that we've developed for Microsoft.
Okay.
They are working on teaching enterprises how to leverage their AI tools more effectively, and it's less the technology; it's more the people change, the org change.
Got you. So you mentioned community being really important for you. Tell us more about that and how community is valuable for you in Turnberry Solutions.
Yeah, we tend to slant because of that second leg of our stool, the investing in careers.
Hmm.
We tend to invest a lot of our community time into helping younger kids get into STEM
Nice.
and specifically underprivileged.
Nice.
We're in a number of programs nationally where we
Cool.
help elevate and educate young, usually high school age, and get them routed towards college and towards a STEM degree. So we invest a lot of time there. Um, in all of our communities, we have a passion for food shelves and food programs.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
but most of our efforts tend to be around how do we lift people up
Yeah.
and get them into exciting careers in STEM.
That's amazing.
We're,
That's
we're about
incredible.
52% female across our
Okay.
1,500 people,
Okay.
which in a tech
Hey.
company is maybe a little bit um,
Not usual, right?
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I think that's our crew program drives that.
Hmm.
We tend to, a larger percentage of our college hires tend to be female.
Well, I just love all of your work in the community and STEM. That is near and dear to my heart as well. So that's huge.
Thank you.
So, what advice do you have for your younger self? We have the largest young professional group in the state of Iowa, our West YP program. So we do have a lot of our young professionals watching this program. So, what advice do you have as a for your younger self? Yeah.
Um, well, for a young professional in general, our crew training does an amazing job of kind of giving them the basics of um, in the first couple of years of your career, work ethic is most important.
Hmm.
And you want to do things like if you want to be a high performer,
Yeah.
outwork those around you without making them look bad. Don't self promote. And we have a number of really, really sound, simple training that sounds simple, but when you read it in as a whole, helps you be a high performer quickly. Emotional
Cool.
intelligence. So we have our young professionals really study emotional intelligence and think
Cool.
about their professional self and how they want their professional self to be perceived in corporate America.
Yeah.
Um, Soft skills, like
Hmm.
basics, but um, get enough sleep. We tell our people right out of college, we have to remind them that you need to get enough sleep, and because in college you might be a person who stays up late.
Yeah.
For an entrepreneur, I would say don't rush it.
Mm,
I started my company when I was 40, and I
okay.
had a lot of deep, deep experience before I
Yeah.
before I started. So don't rush it. Identify an area of need
Yeah.
and don't overthink year one or year two. Um, Keep it simple, the KISS
Okay.
model.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
uh, I think 80% of new companies fail in year one
Mhm.
because of revenue, revenue, and revenue,
Hmm.
right? So
Simple.
you can have the best
Sounds
strategy in the
simple.
world. It's pretty simple. You can have the best
Yeah.
strategy in the world as an
Hmm.
entrepreneur. If you don't get revenue coming in, right, you're not going to have the funding to execute on your ideas. So keep it simple. Stay humble. Obviously, humility is at the heart of most good entrepreneurial stories.
Yeah.
Is just rolling up your sleeves, working hard, uh, live the golden rule. You know,
Yeah, all the golden
yeah,
rule type of things.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you for your time today, your words of wisdom, you're telling us about your entrepreneurial journey and story and all of your success. So, my gosh, Jim, this is incredible. And thank you for being a West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce member. We value our work together so much. So, thank you.
You bet. We love Des Moines and West Des Moines particularly. The
Yay.
workforce here is so amazing,
Yeah.
and it's probably the most stable, most well-educated workforce that we have anywhere in the country. So we're here for the long haul.
I love that. So thank you so much for your commitment to community and to the West Des Moines Chamber. And like we love to say, the West Des Moines Chamber, the West is yet to come. So thank you everybody for listening. Thank you.
Thank you.